Hi folks, this is your host Chef Rajneesh Gandhi and I'm back with another episode of a successful cloud kitchen.
We have done 23 years of corporate life, and then there is few life which is left. Why not do what you always wanted to do?
Selling rotis.
Selling rotis. When we started only with pulka. Most difficult thing is to find homely foods, variety of meals, which are again pocket friendly and hygienic.
This episode has been sponsored by Cornell India, who are the manufacturers of kitchen equipments in Bangalore. Hi, Mr. Salim.
Hi, sir.
It's pleasure meeting you. He is the owner of Rotiwala.com, one of the most successful cloud kitchens that we have in Bangalore, and we are here to speak to him about his journey, about his career, about his passion about selling rotis.
Thank you so much, sir.
My pleasure. So, Mr. Salim, tell me something. Why Rotiwala.com?
So, see, you have got one life.
Yep.
And we have done 23 years of corporate life, and then there is few life which is left. So why not do what you always wanted to do?
Selling rotis.
Selling rotis, keeping yourself fulfilled with the good hygienic and ordinary food. That ordinary is our specialty. That's I always say that ordinary means hygienic and sensible food.
I agree with you totally. Yeah.
That's why we started.
Sure. And how long has been your journey, and what was that moment when you thought that I want to start this?
Yeah, so start very. It's a funny story. So I have this habit of watching videos and how things work, how machines work, and at the same time, my previous company was getting merged into a larger entity. And then we were watching this video, and I came across a place where they were making chapatis with this big machine, industrial machine. And that's how the idea clicked.
Okay.
That when you come to a city like Bangalore, and when you're not at your home, and you adopt the city and city adopts you.
Right.
In this process, the most difficult thing is to find homely food.
Got it.
And especially when you are coming from north, आप north से जब आते हो तो आपको रोटी का एक hunger होता है.
Exactly.
Right.
Yeah.
तो आपको रोटी मिलती है. Either you get it very priced, जहाँ पे आपको 20-25 की एक मिलती है, you cannot afford on a daily basis.
Right.
Or you get it on a roadside which is not hygienic. So we wanted a mix of both, which is hygienic at the same time affordable for longer period.
Got it.
And that machine, that all worked together. The company was getting merged into this other thing. I had to look out for a job.
Right.
And then I and my wife thought that why not do something which nobody has done in Bangalore yet.
Right.
And I'm kind of proud that we started this pulka culture in Bangalore.
Got it.
So that pulka culture was not earlier, at least in my area. And we started with that pulka machine, and it clicked on and off 2-3 months it took for us to realize whether this is right or wrong. But then we were into it.
Got it. Yeah.
And then we had no looking back.
And why Rotiwala.com? It looks like a daddy's website.
So again, I had another habit or interest of making websites at that time.
Oh, okay.
So I had made like couple of websites for my friends, and that website thing was into mine. And when you look at 2017-18, the websites were in the culture. Every company has a website. And I realized there is no hotel with the .com name.
Right. Yeah.
So that's a unique thing. It's continuing.
Got it.
And I have seen people copying it. So
Yeah.
So
it happens.
It's good, yeah. Right.
Which is good if somebody copies you. You are doing something
or something right.
Yeah, you are doing right only. That's why you're being copied.
Yeah.
Great. So it's been a journey of how long? Means how many years you have been in
It's
this?
around 8 years now.
8 years now.
8 long.
And you have opened 2 more outlets.
So we started with BTM. BTM we changed 2 places as we grew. So we did not invest much in the first outlet because we were not sure. So we
Okay.
took a small place, we grew, and then we took another big place. Then we took into third place where we are now in the BTM.
Right.
And then we realized with the help of Zomato and Swiggy that everybody who has to order has ordered.
Right.
Now you need to move out of your comfort zone.
Right.
So we started with Banshankari, that started doing well, and this is a month in Indiranagar when we started this. So you could see the things are not really
Very, very new. Right.
Yeah.
So let's have a
Sure.
look as well.
When we started, we were only with that Fulka machine, as I told you. So we were doing only Fulka, and after doing this for around 6 months or a little longer, we realized that people want something else along with Fulka to eat. Let it be a constraint on time or going to another place for finding out the curries which will
Right.
go or complement the Fulka. So we got the feedback from the people who were coming and who were regularly coming to us. भैया इसके साथ में सब्जी भी मिलेगी तो अच्छा रहेगा. So my wife started, who's co-founder, my wife started cooking some curries from home and we're bringing in a small kettle. And then people started asking for rice. Then we said, "नहीं हम तो
रोटी वाले हैं.
हम तो रोटी वाला rice का क्या
क्या करेंगे?
At the same time, you got business to run.
Exactly.
So people are demanding, and if you can fulfill that demand, and that's how the diversification started.
Right.
So first we started Fulka with one curry, and then people asked for paneer,
Then
people asked for
dal, rice.
dal, and then Swiggy and Zomato happened, and they came to us, and then they said, why don't you do a combo?
Okay.
So the thalis, what you see right now, these ones,
Okay.
these ones.
Right.
We started
1, 2,
thalis
3,
like
4, 5, 6, 7,
that.
8.
So we have got big thalis for big pocket, small thalis for small pocket.
Right.
So
And what is the price that you sell average?
this ranges between 150 to 250,
Okay.
and this ranges between
So 250 will have paneer and all those things, kind of thing. Chicken.
or you will have ghee rice.
Okay.
So we have tried customizing. People can customize what they want.
What they
That's-
want, right.
That separates Rotiwala from many other cloud kitchens.
Right.
So you want plain rice, you want jeera rice, you want ghee rice. We
So
have
you
the
like the
option to choose.
options to choose from.
You want
That is-
only dal, you want only roti, you want only rice. That also
option is there.
that,
which is
that
good.
all thing is there.
Yeah.
So yeah, these are the.
And this is just for rice and
This you will have
sabzi.
one curry, dal and rice
or roti.
This will have various things.
Okay.
Sometimes people order this.
Yes, yeah.
And two people eat out of this.
क्लाउड किचन की जो जर्नी होती है, आई फील इट्स वेरी टफ, यू नो, इट इज नॉट इजी. और जो सबसे बड़ी चीज है क्लाउड किचन में, यू आर टोटली डिपेंडेंट अपॉन एग्रीगेटर्स, राइट, लाइक स्विगी एंड जोमेटो. सो when you launched this brand, how you felt on being in the market, how much time it took for you to be little successful and break even and then going into profits. So if you can tell us.
See, when we talk about aggregators, we started in 2017. And that time, if you remember, Zomato was a listing platform and Swiggy was not doing that well at that time.
Yeah.
And the commissions were very less. So if you do a time travel, 2017, 18 to now, things have changed. Things have changed in many aspects. So let's take the example when people like us have started in 17, 18. Those time commissions were less. And those times, at the same time, people did not have this habit of ordering food from outside.
Right.
So often. Now,
And that's why they used to give a lot of discounts, which they used to pay from the pocket.
they were burning from their own pocket,
pocket.
which is the habit now. Now, when you have seen, people have started ordering from one day a week to all days.
Oh yeah.
All days. And the Zomato, Swiggy have also changed their policies because they also need to be profitable as a company.
Exactly.
And which puts a pressure on us, pressure on the people who is ordering in terms of delivery fees, which was free earlier,
Yeah.
couple of years back, and in terms of commission, which is more now.
Yeah.
In terms of platform fees, so many things have come up.
Right.
So when you see getting profitable, yes, it is profitable. When you look at 5 years back, it was more profitable. Because the commission was less.
Lesser. Yeah.
Delivery fees was less because it was funded most of the time,
Right.
and the offers were more.
So if you're talking about it, like if we have a 100 rupees ka thali, so what are your expenses which go in that?
Now we keep doing that. So let's say if you have a sale of 100 rupees,
Okay.
I don't know about others, but what my calculation goes is 50% gets spent in this transition.
Okay.
You have got easily around 27 to 28% which goes to your partner in terms of bank charges, in terms of commission, in terms of chota mota discounts, in terms of refunds what we have given to
the people, right?
right? So this 25%, 35% goes over there, and then we also, but because we are a cloud kitchen, we don't have the hybrid model of having people eating at our place,
Yeah.
and then order from us,
Right.
which happens from BTM.
Okay.
Now, if I want to do the same thing in Indiranagar, I have to spend a good amount in marketing it,
Right.
right? So in marketing, if you want to become on the top in terms of your ratings are good, which you do organically, ratings will go good. But then there are some other people or some other companies which are burning money to be on the top.
Right.
You have to stand along with them. In order to stand along with them, you will have to spend on the marketing budgets, which
right.
will go another 20%.
So for we say 28 plus 20, that is
28
48.
plus 20, which is towards the aggregator.
Right.
Then 50% comes back to you.
Right.
Out of that, you let's say around 30-35% goes to food cost.
Okay, so 50 and 30 by 85%. So you're left with 15.
We are barely left with around say 5 to 8%.
Okay.
Now you will ask why you are still doing it.
No, it's passion, and 5% is not bad if you look at a sale figure. If you have a good sales, you are see the business of cloud kitchen is all about higher number of sales, right? So if you have higher number of sales, then your margins are better. Means in the sense margins remain the similar side.
You get more money.
More money because your expenses, operational cost is the same except for the food cost.
What happens? My rent is going to be the same.
Same, right?
My electricity cost going to be the same. My electricity remain. Fraction delta would be moving here and there, but more or less
similar bracket
remain same.
Right.
The only way to increase your money in the bank is to do more and more orders.
More and more orders. Yeah. Now you see, after Swiggy, Zomato, we also had Amazon. Then we had a lot of delivery people came in, but then they shut down.
Right.
But the latest one is ONDC, which has come in. What do you think about ONDC as a delivery app?
Yeah, I have a lot of hope with them.
Okay.
One, it will cut down me with the hefty commission.
Okay.
But the worry part is it has to be handled properly because it's a government platform and there's no single individual is owning it.
Owning it, right.
Right. So it's a platform over here and there is a delivery partner platform which is you engage, 8 second, magic pin, etc. Who will enable the people to order from them. Now at the same time you have got Ola, PhonePe, Paytm, from where it will order.
Order, right.
So these guys are saving on the infrastructure which is made by government.
Okay.
Right. So if we populate it properly, market it well, it can do wonders. But fingers crossed, many have come and gone.
Yeah, that's the only reason these two have been pretty successful. They have been captured a good market.
I'm seeing them from past 2 to 3 months. They, from my side, at least they have taken at least 7 to 8% of the business.
Okay.
So, which is good for me,
right.
Good for people like me, and if they focus on them. Things are broken at places, like the infrastructure is not really that well, it is not studied well, it does not answer the queries as well as Swiggy or Zomato does in terms of payments, delivery issues, reassigning the delivery boys. These things are not taken care really well, but with time they will learn and we
will also. Which is a good sign then when they come into play, we have a good competition, so automatically we may look or we may find these aggregators to reduce on them.
When you see the delivery business is hardly 10 years old in India. So it's a fairly new chapter.
And it will take some time because we still love our mother's food and our wife's food. So
my mother also loves the food from
outside.
Why don't you order from
outside? Yeah, which is good because you get a lot of varieties and a reasonable price. So that's a good thing to happen. So what are your expansion plans now? Now you have 3 outlets. So what do you think Rotiwala.com future?
So we have already expanded in terms of doing the specialty. So Rotiwala.com was one brand. We have started Khichdi, the Khichdi Club, which will specialize in many kind of khichdi's as you see. So there is a paneer khichdi, there is a South Indian flavors of sambar khichdi, all that. And then we have also opened a paratha. In North is Wah, we say. So paratha and Wah is paratha. Where we have got very different kind of parathas which will go equally good.
Good, right.
And there is one more, the meal plate, which is focusing only on the
meals.
Variety of meals, which are again pocket friendly and hygienic. I won't say that I'll give gold in that, but then those are pocket.
No, it's see, nobody eats that kind of a food. We have every day our sona musuri rice and regular atta that we have. So that's our way of life, and I feel even the customers want that only. They're not looking for basmati.
You have picked up a very right point. That is also one of our point, that the food what we are giving should be a daily, everyday meal.
Right. You should be able to consume it every day, and with different flavors, it makes a lot of difference.
So that also moved us to diversify the menu. We always look at our menu every 6 months, because
Right.
अम्मी का खाना पीना हर दिन सेम दाल चावल अच्छा नहीं
अच्छा नहीं लगता.
right? So we diversify the menu. We sometimes scrap the things which are not
moving.
or not like I'm very okay to accept failures at point.
Right.
We started chicken 4 times and we failed 4 times.
4 times. Right.
It was COVID when Zomato told that 50% people are moving away.
Right.
One of the Zomato learning. 50% of the people are moving away from your menu because you don't have non-veg.
Non-veg. Okay.
Because Zomato that time did not have that filter of veg or non-veg.
Non-veg. Okay.
People are coming to my place and saying that okay, chicken is not there, that they move out. So my click to order was around 10%, which is now 20%.
Okay.
That is because we had chicken. We failed 4 times.
4 times. So
we
it's still better to do vegetarian, I
Right.
guess. Yeah. Which is
So
nice. There's nothing wrong.
now it is good. We did not do really well in biryani
Okay.
because the name is Rotiwala.
Yeah, and then
Putting
selling
biryani in the menu. That was our bad.
Yeah.
So we learned नहीं यार ये नहीं चलेगा.
नहीं चलेगा.
जो चलेगा उसको अच्छे से करना है.
तो जैसे आपने 3 ही आउटलेट और बना रहे हैं, मीन्स ऑनलाइन,
Right.
तो बिरयानी का भी एक बन जाएगा तो बढ़िया रहेगा, उसमें तो कोई प्रॉब्लम नहीं.
We will pause for some time and give opportunity to others.
No, that is perfectly fine. That is really nice. काफी लोग घर से क्लाउड किचन कर रहे हैं. So is it a good idea to do it? Yeah, is it going to be successful or failures? What exactly you feel about it, being in this industry for so long as a cloud kitchen?
देखिए घर से स्टार्ट करने के लिए इट डिपेंड्स कि घर पे स्टार्ट करके हमको कहाँ तक ले जाना है उसको. तो घर से अगर कोई लेडी या कोई बंदा स्टार्ट करता है एंड थिंकिंग कि दिन के 10 ऑर्डर 15 ऑर्डर कर लूंगा, तो आई थिंक दैट्स फाइन.
Right.
दैट्स अ
Additional income.
एडिशनल इनकम, पार्ट टाइम या शौकिया हो
क्या
गया.
क्या हो गया?
किसी को बिरयानी बनाना है या कोई किसी की वाइफ है घर पे, उसको बोर हो रहा है, एक नया काम पकड़ लिया. But then the moment you get into scaling it up,
Right.
really getting into business,
Yeah, then you have to move
it
out.
becomes difficult because your kitchen would not be sufficient.
Exactly.
If your kitchen is sufficient, your family would not be okay with that.
Okay. You can't. You can't.
cannot do it.
Exactly.
So when you want to do cloud kitchen as a business needs to be done like a business.
Business. Exactly. Yeah.
शौक घर में हो सकता है,
हाँ, पर business नहीं हो
business नहीं हो सकता.
जी.
तो investing at a home kitchen, I think rather you could take it as a success.
Right.
It could be your first point, of course. It could be your first point. Now suppose you have started a biryani or a Rotiwala, something from home, and then you see that you are getting as many number of orders as cannot be fulfilled from this
Right.
kitchen.
Right.
Maybe you can do your proper calculation and then do cost evaluation and then start.
Got it.
But then starting from kitchen and expecting that
Income will not be possible.
will not happen. A lot of hassle will happen. Your society will not allow those many riders to come, for example.
Yeah.
Riders will started creating nuisance.
Nuisance because they'll stand.
सुन रहे हैं ना, कोई चप्पल लेके चला गया, कुछ
चला
हो
गया.
गया.
हाँ, ये भी है.
Start happening. So we want to live happily wherever we are living. Plus your security also goes for a toss little bit.
Yeah.
A lot of people will come, a lot of people will go. You are not comfortable in your time zone.
Right.
You want to sleep and then the order comes.
Order comes
It's
in.
your home.
Right.
You're spending good time with your father, mother, husband, and then the order comes. So
I know.
this is what I see as an outsider.
As an
I've never
outsider.
done this from outside.
Mhm.
But I see after doing this much of thing, after doing this cloud kitchen, I see that the cloud kitchen needs its space.
Space price. It is a proper business.
Yes.
End of the day, it's like only the difference is you don't have a proper dine-in. It's like an MRP shop.
Exactly. It's a
You come, you pick up, and you go.
pick and pack.
Right.
Now again, when you look at this, as you grow in cloud kitchen, you need a lot of licenses.
Yeah.
You have to have a FSSI, you have to have a trade license, you have to have a GST.
GST.
And then when you get into that, it invites a lot of problems
Right.
in itself. Then you need people to work along with you. You cannot do everything.
Alone.
You
Yeah.
have to take care of their rent.
Everything, yeah.
Where would they stay? What would they eat?
Yeah.
Those all things. So, I mean, you would agree with me being a chef, it's not a part-time job.
No, it is not. No,
It's not.
it's a
It
full time.
can be an extra income.
Right. Yeah.
As you rightly mentioned,
Okay.
it can be an extra income, but not a full-time job.
Full-time.
You cannot replace your husband's salary with your
With your cloud kitchen, yeah. if that happens, where you become a success in your home, it is better to move out and set up in a nice way. That is, yeah.
100%. That could be stage one
Yeah.
to test your
Your
model.
waters, yeah, right. And I've seen a lot of, especially when you go on Facebook, where the secret sauce as a group is there, you see a lot of cloud kitchens are on sale. Means, it's like the major excuse is we are going outside India.
Which is that?
It's okay, that's the best way. Nobody wants to tell that there have been a failure, which I feel failure is also a way to understand things in your life. Failures will always make you grow better.
Right.
Because it's a learning process, end of the day, where you made mistakes, why you made mistakes. So it is very, very important. If you have a failure also, please share that. So what happens means you have been a success story. So what if somebody has met you who has done a business of a cloud kitchen but they didn't click and they failed? So have you given any advice to them how to be successful?
See, you look Rotiwala as a success story, but I know that within Rotiwala there are processes which have failed. I told you that chicken fail ho gaya,
जी,
biryani fail ho gayi. Had I started a chicken outlet, I would have failed.
right,
Had I started a biryani outlet with the name Rotiwala, I had failed.
Right.
I would have failed. So I see that as a desperate attempt to find something in a very short span of time,
right.
which is not properly calculated, which is not properly consulted
Consultant,
with somebody who has failed or succeeded.
right,
Both will give you the same lesson.
right,
So people start with some extra money they will have. They don't
yeah.
calculate, and they calculate only rosy picture.
right.
They do not calculate what if this happens.
Yeah,
Like when I started, I was from the startup community, and where I had business plans always in my laptop. I still carry my laptop, but I don't do that. So first month I will do 1.25 lakhs. Next month I will do 1.5 lakhs. Then I will do 2 lakhs. It did not happen.
right,
It did not happen, and it will not happen.
right,
So when we start the cloud kitchen, we'll have to see what I'm going to solve. Where is the gap? If there is something which is already proven, but the demand and supply has a gap,
right,
that is one gap to find out. There is a cuisine which is a gap, and there are people who want that cuisine. Or there is a price thing.
which is right, yeah.
I found a price thing and a product thing. The rotis were not cheap, rotis were not available,
Right.
for example.
Hmm.
So you will have to find that gap and then address it properly. You will have to have the budget as well.
Right, yeah, for sure.
And you will have to have your family or investor who is believing in you. Sometimes what happens, you start something and there's a lot of negative energy around you. पापा बोलेंगे यार तूने क्या कर लिया, मतलब I have also listened to that,
Right,
but that determination थोड़ा ज्यादा था. तो वो determination होना चाहिए आपको ये full time करना चाहिए, आपके पास में funding होनी चाहिए. You have to have the good team who believes in your project and product. तो ये successful होता है. But what you are saying, selling it at a time, maybe they are not giving it a proper time.
right.
Right?
And it takes time, any brand to build, it takes time. It doesn't happen
Like-
overnight.
For example, Uber is not profitable for a long time,
Right, yeah.
but they had calculated it that way.
Right.
And when we open a retail shop, we take 1 year of time to establish it. Then
Right.
take this in cloud kitchen also. It's not
Exactly.
rocket science.
It is not, yeah.
Right.
So, anybody who wants to start something, should they go with a chef or with a consultant to set things up?
They will have to, if you ask me, if I have to start Rotiwala now, I will find out somebody who has either failed or succeeded in this industry. I don't want a mediocre
Right,
who is just running the business. So the person who has failed badly will tell me 100 things.
right.
I would name both of them as a consultant.
Okay.
So I'll first go to consultant to learn that what they have already gone through or what they have already known from other sources,
Right.
from their other clients, from their own experiences. So they will let me know something which is ready-made available. I don't have to fall again to learn that
Right.
it will hit me.
Right, got it.
That is one thing. Second, they will help me to decide what I should be doing. Like when I started my Rotiwala business first, I had all MS things. I did not have SS. Had I known that, I would have changed that at SS first in a second-hand cost.
Right.
I will not purchase a new thing. that also a lot of cloud kitchen do. When, as you told rightly, that there are a lot of people who are closing, why not purchase from them? It will be help to them, as well as your cost will be less.
Lesser, right?
So they will invest 2 lakhs in place of 1 lakh, and then they will fail.
Right.
Then they will sell it by kg. Right. So these things, they should not be desperate to get it. That is one thing. To answer you, everybody should go to a consultant who's probably a chef.
Right.
That's a killer combination.
So a chef consultant, you say, is very good.
You are right, also. So, like I can give you how the business starts, but a chef can tell you what will taste best,
Better.
with what combination, and how economy can it go for a profitability per se.
Correct. So I'd like to thank you, Mr. Salim, for so much of insight of your business. And as we say goodbye to Mr. Salim for this lovely episode, we have learned a lot on how to set up a cloud kitchen and make it successful, and keep on dreaming to whatever you do in your life, and you have this aim of starting a restaurant, starting a cloud kitchen, you need to be very stubborn, you know, कि पैशनेट हो, स्टबन हो, और आप बोलो कि नहीं मुझे तो ये करना है, whether it is right or wrong. And as Mr. Salim said, कि hire a consultant, you know, they will always help you. So that's my advice to you also. And saying this, thank you so much for your time, and wishing you all the success for your third outlet.
So much for choosing us.
My pleasure. It's all our pleasure. Thank you.